Hello everyone, Lightning Spirit 78 here, and welcome back to some more of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. Last episode, we completed everything we needed to do here in Celadon City, and in this episode I should probably show you what I did off screen. I did a lot off screen. A lot off screen. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of Pokemon have been added to our little, well, I guess you could call it the Pokedex. I mean, duh, that's what it is. Most of them were transferred from my Fire Red file, like this Vaporeon here. And some of them are holding Moonstones just to help me with some evolutions later. But overall, it's mostly trade exclusives and Fire Red exclusives that are here. Minus the Venusaur and the Vaporeon. Now, even though these guys are extremely powerful for this point in the game, I'm not using them. That would be cheating, in my opinion. And as you can see by the sidebars, 2 new evolutions. First off, we have Houdini, the Alakazam. Yep, we finally have an Alakazam, and I finally stopped feeling lazy and decided to trade him. Plus, I figured it was probably the best time in the game to actually evolve him into Alakazam, just because we're going to be using a lot of psychic moves coming up, so we could use the extra power. And of course, Enitard, well, the name no longer fits it, but it's still funny. But we have a Dragonair! So this guy's the only one that's not completely evolved on our team. Enitard still has one more evolution stage to go, and now that I think about it, Wartortle is getting very close to evolving. So, only 2 more levels away, as you can see. Now, one thing that I did not point out last time that we were here is that over here on Route 16, come over here, use your item finder. Use your item finder, and if you use it right where the Snorlax was sitting, you will find leftovers. Leftovers can be attached to your Pokemon, and they'll gain a little bit of HP after every turn. So it's quite a convenient item. Now off screen I did defeat all the trainers on Route 16 through 18, but this does give me a nice little chance to explain Cycling Road. Basically Cycling Road, it's just like the name implies, you have to use your bicycle. But see, I'm not even touching the controller right now, so it really just lets you go downhill, but coming back up it's a real pain. Anyway, I should go over the new Pokemon that we have found here. The first new Pokemon that you can find on Route 16 through 18 is Doduo. Now Doduo here is an interesting flying type. It's actually the fastest flying type in the game. It has some pretty nice attacks to boot. In all honesty, I'd recommend picking up a Doduo. The next Pokemon we have here is Raticate. Raticate, other than having some nice attack, really, it's just not that good. And finally, Fearow. Fearow is the evolved form of Spearow, so if you didn't pick up a Spearow in the beginning of the game, like I told you to, if you wanted a flying type, you should probably pick one up now, because it's fully evolved, and it has some nice attacks, some good moves, and it's pretty speedy. Now, if you come to this kid and talk to him, he will say that he's looking for the Pokemon Slowbro. If you're playing Pokemon Fire Red, he will be saying that he's looking for a Golduck, because Slowbro and Golduck are basically the parallels to each other in the versions. And if you have one, he'll trade you for a Lickitung. Lickitung is a pretty diverse normal type, actually. I personally would say try it out. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure how good it is, because I've never actually used one, but by all means, try it out. It has a pretty nice move pool, so, and some pretty good stats. And as you can see, we've entered Fuchsia City during all that rambling. Now, the first thing that you kind of should do here is take on the gym or head up to the Safari Zone. Safari Zone, I really don't want to cover that just yet, so we're going to take a tour around the city. Now, remember the fishing guru from back in Vermilion City? Well, if you talk to him, he's the brother of the fishing guru, and if you tell him that you'd like to fish, you get the good rod! Which means, goody, more Pokemon for me to explain and edit in. I'm kidding, I like doing that. I just bit of a rush today, but I'm going to try and not let that shine through. Anyway, if you go to your bag, get out the good rod, and actually use it, you can actually fish out Pokemon that, oh my god, aren't Magikarp. I know, it's shocking. The Pokemon that you can find here are Poliwag. Now, Poliwag is a pretty decent normal type, and when fully evolved becomes a part fighting type with some decent attack and some decent water type moves as well. So if you want a Poliwag and you have a Water Stone to evolve it when the time comes, I'd say go for it. The next Pokemon here, as you're seeing on screen, is Goldeen. Goldeen, overall, I'd say it's a pretty frail water type, actually. It's not really the best water type, in my opinion. I've never used one, but it does evolve into that Sea King. Everybody loves the Sea King crap. So if you want to try Goldeen, go ahead, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. I'll just come back to those two off screen. Now there's a few more things that we can do here. Actually, what is this house? Oh, the Safari Zone Warden. If you come to this house and talk to this old man, how are you? Yeah, sure, buddy. I speak English. Anyway, we'll get back to him later. And as you can see, there's also a boulder in this house that we can do nothing about, and there's an item back there that we can't get. So we'll be back here later. Okay, now really, there's nothing else to do in Fuchsia City, to be honest, except the Safari Zone. Not going to cover that yet, because I'm a little bit afraid of how I'm going to handle that. Because there's a lot of irritating things that I have to do in the Safari Zone, and I just don't want to do it. Okay, yeah, as you can see, they have a lot of Pokemon from the Safari Zone on display. You are going to be a jerk to catch. They got Voltorbs. They got Kangaskhans, another jerk to catch. They got a Lapras, which is not in the Safari Zone, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, now that we're pretty much done sightseeing here, there's really nothing else to do besides the Safari Zone and the gym. So let's take on the gym. Now, funny thing about Fuchsia City Gym, and I'm going to go back to that in a second because I just remembered there's one thing we should do, is that most of the Pokemon are ground types, even though they should be all poison types because it's a poison type gym. Oh, this is Bill's grandfather. Interesting. Not the house I wanted to go into, but interesting nonetheless. Also, that lady was talking about how the Safari Zone Warden always loses his teeth. So that could explain the mumbling. Ah, this is the guy I wanted to talk to. This here is the Move Deleter. The Move Deleter basically allows Pokemon to forget moves. Specifically HMs, moves that cannot be deleted any other way. So if you have an HM like Cut or Rock Smash that you really want to get rid of on one of your main Pokemon, so you can teach it something else finally, talk to the Move Deleter. He will help you. Okay. Basically, I'm going to leave this gym up to Dratini, Alakazam, and Wartortle. Mostly because I want Wartortle to get its level up so it can finally evolve. I'm trying to remember which of these trainers are optional. Come on, dude, look away. Thank you. That guy is definitely mandatory. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of an outline around the gym leader. Yeah, those are invisible walls. So you have to navigate this gym, trying to figure out what's an invisible wall and what is not. So it's a bit of a puzzle. But overall, I think this gym's pretty chill. I mean, it's not too bad. There's definitely worse gyms I can think of in the Pokemon universe. Looking at you, looking at you, Oplucid City. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, and you poisoned me. Why? I mean, it is a poison gym. I should be prepared for this, but why? Okay, now onto the thing that I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for me to discuss, since I've been saying that I would discuss this ever since Tuesday afternoon, but I haven't really had a new video since then, and anyway, something that I should discuss is E3 this year. Now, E3, I actually did get a chance to watch all 3 conferences from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Truth be told, I'm not really that big of a Microsoft person. I don't have an Xbox, and really I don't have much desire in some of their games. I'm not a big FPS person. And I don't really know much about the Kinect other than what my cousin has told me. Personally, though, I can't say too much about the Microsoft conference, but really they were just pushing the Kinect stuff way too hard. I mean, almost every game was like, through the magic of Kinect, with the power of Kinect. I mean, maybe that's a good thing, but I heard it's just basically a ripoff of the Wii anyway, the Kinect stuff. But personally, I can't really say, so I can just say what I've heard. God dang it, why did I think that would work? That's what I get for saying the Kinect is bad. Actually, no, I never actually said it was bad, I just said I don't know a thing about it. Anyway, moving on to Sony. Sony, I'd have to say, over the 3 of them, probably took 2nd place. I have to give them props for actually addressing the whole hacking issue, and not just playing it off like it never happened. Like, what hacking issue? Tons of identity theft? We know nothing about it! Never happened! Yeah, I have to give them props for actually not doing that. Like I thought they would, but, I don't know. Why did I send him out? God dang it, I didn't want to do that. Overall, the PlayStation Vita, the next, NGP, it looks pretty interesting. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how to feel about that thing. I mean, sure, it looks interesting, but I'm just kind of curious as to how it'll play out. To me, it looks like, I mean, sure, it has the Sony elements, but it definitely has the DS and Wii elements as well, with the Wi-Fi, touch screens. It doesn't have motion control, but obviously, it has up to the PlayStation Move anyway, so I don't know. Overall, I thought Sony's conference, while it had a lot of FPSs, I think we can all agree that most of us are looking forward to Sly Cooper 4. That was definitely unexpected. And a few other games as well. I'm gonna go back and heal before I talk about Nintendo. Now, one thing about the Sony conference I have to... Crap! I didn't want to fight you. As I was going to say, one thing about the Sony conference that I thought was interesting is that they didn't reveal any Kingdom Hearts stuff, and I know that had to have ticked off a certain person. But as I expected, I really didn't expect there to be any Kingdom Hearts announcements because there was not a Square Enix conference this year. So, really, I figured it was either going to come at Sony or Nintendo if it did. Specifically Nintendo, since it's on their 3DS system, but then again, Sony's always been in control of the Kingdom Hearts games, so I don't know. Personally, I think we get most Kingdom Hearts information at the Tokyo Game Show in the fall anyway, so there's a few Kingdom Hearts fans that were disappointed by the lack of information at E3. To be honest, don't be too surprised and look forward to the Tokyo Game Show. Since we're doing the stinking optional battle, I guess I could go on to talk about Nintendo's conference. Nintendo, I think we're all just a bit biased, but I have to admit, Nintendo basically stole the show. However, the Wii U, while it looks awesome, and god dang it, Squirt, stop dying. While it looks awesome, the name is a bit odd to me. I mean, I know what they're trying to do with it, and of course they had to keep the Wii title in the game's name because they would be kind of stupid if they got rid of it, considering most people know the Wii as a successful system. And if they want that trend to continue, they'd keep the Wii name in it, and I gotta go heal again. Why can't I just keep track of the thoughts? Okay, now that we're back in here finally, the Wii U looks very impressive, and I think Nintendo will probably go a long way with it, if they market it well. If they learn from their mistakes of the Wii, and they learn from their marketing mistakes that they made with the 3DS. Because, let's all admit, 3DS didn't have a good launch. It really didn't. But that's mostly because, while it has some good third-party titles, it didn't have any first-party titles. And most of the time, that's what the people are into. So if they learn from that, and if they keep ideas like Pikmin 3, another Mario game for the launch title, or for opening day of the Wii U, I think it could go far. Because let's face it, if a system has a bad opening, most people dismiss it off right then and there, which is really frustrating in my opinion. But most people do; they just dismiss it off right then and there. Okay, Alakazam is actually learning Calm Mind. Calm Mind raises your special attack and special defense. Very nice move, actually. Arbok, keep in there. Now, 3DS, as for that part of the Nintendo conference, I'll admit, I was blown away by some of the stuff that they had to announce. Specifically, I don't think anybody saw Luigi's Mansion 2 coming. I really don't think anybody saw that one. And of course, I'm looking forward to Mario Kart 3DS, Super Mario 3DS, Ocarina of Time 3DS, obviously, since it's coming out this month. And speaking of Zelda, the 25th anniversary opening, that was probably the best way to open up the conference. I mean, with the live orchestra and everything, I still can't get that song out of my head. Like that whole opening segment. I still can't get that song out of my head. So overall, I thought Nintendo basically won the conference. Sony definitely came in second with their PlayStation Vita, among other things, and of course, like before. I'm gonna sneak by you. No, I'm not. Oh, wait, no, I am. Oh, invisible wall. How am I gonna sneak by you? Like that, I guess. And let me guess, you're required. Yep. Ah, boy. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of poison and ground types in this gym. Hopefully we can get to the gym leader in this episode. No promises at this point. If we do, that's going to be the last thing we do in this episode, considering I'm already running out of time. Or overtime, actually. Come on, War Turtle, let's wrap this up. Ah! No! Okay, there we go. As you can see, War Turtle is only one more level away from evolving. So that'd be awesome if we could get that to happen relatively quickly. And a Hypno. As you can see, the Pokemon at this point in the game, and the gyms anyway, are definitely on par with your Pokemon. The level 35 War Turtle versus level 34 Hypno. Not that far away. Oh yeah, and as you can see, they also have a lot of Psychic-type Pokemon for some odd reason. I guess that's just to counteract your Psychic types or ground types that you're bringing into this gym to defeat the Poison-type Pokemon. I don't know. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, with that all said and done, let's go... Come on. Let's go take on Koga, the Fuchsia City gym leader. But wait, sudden jump cut to show that Squirtle, or War Turtle, is evolving. Yes, it's finally evolving into its final stage. Here it comes. Do, 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 do. And we got a Blastoise, everyone. So that means the only one left to evolve is Dragonair. And after that, the team will be fully complete. But we won't see that for a while, so just keep that in mind. Fwahahaha! A mere child like you dares to challenge me? The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well. I shall show you it. Just let's get on with it. Well, so much for making that epic. Anyway, this is Koga, the Poison-type gym leader of Fuchsia City, obviously. He starts out here with his coughing. Now, the thing here about the coughings, one thing you should look out is that both of them know self-destruct, so kill them fast. And the second thing that you should know is that they're both the same level, both the same ability, obviously, because all coughings come packed with Levitate, so you can't hit them with ground-type attacks. And they both come packed with the same exact moveset. I kid you not. So there's really no way to tell which one's which. Which saves me a little bit of work on the sidebars. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, it comes into his next Pokemon, Muck. Alright, now, really, I'm just gonna leave this thing up to Doug Trio here and get off a couple of nice magnitudes. Can it take it out? No, I didn't think so. If that had been a magnitude 10, then yes, it would have died. Acid armor. That's gonna be a pain. It's gonna raise its defense, so if the defense raises get too bad, I'm just gonna switch into Alakazam and sweep it with a... God dang it. And sweep it with, special moves. The thing to note about this wheezing is that it will poison you with toxic, and then it will try to minimize to lower your chances of actually hitting the thing. So that's one thing to look out for. And of course, it also has acid, which as you saw, or not acid, sludge, which as you saw there, got me poisoned, which kind of sucks. You know, I could really get a nice magnitude 10 critical hit here. If you could, whoa! Ask and you shall receive. Come on, critical hit, critical hit, critical hit, critical hit, critical. That wasn't even close. Come on, Doug Trio. Hey, that was the wrong critical hit. Perhaps I should have been more specific. Oi. Okay, you need Tara to get in there. Show them your awesome dragon power. I'm tempted to do this. Ha! No, it's probably gonna poison me, but I have shed skin, so... Minimize. Yeah, this is the one who tries to use minimize and, make it so that you can't hit it. As you saw there. And then it'll probably try to poison you and wear you down very slowly. This Muck is evil. It's not the highest level Pokemon of his team, but it's most certainly evil. It's probably the worst in terms of strategy. Really, Koga? Really? Yeah, as you can see, this is the part of the game where the gym battles start to get tough. In fact, it's mostly these next two gym battles, because then after that, they're pretty easy. Now that I think about it. So really, it's just this gym battle and the next one that are going to be a pain. God dang it. No! Eenitar! No! Dang it. You. Wow, I'm getting swept. Huzzah. Thunderbolt, just to be sure. Okay, finally. And Muck goes down. Thank God. And Raichu gets all the experience, even though he didn't do a darn thing except do the finishing blow. Okay. How comes the second coughing? I guess I'll send in a Summer just for some variety. Smart thing to do would be to avoid the self-destruct and go in with a... Actually, you know what? Will-O-Wisp. Because if it does use self-destruct, its attack will get halved. Oh, smokescreen, huh. But yeah, the smart thing to do would have been to send in Alakazam, but it's when am I smart? What the? Full heal? So when do you have a full heal? I'll remember that. I remember you having a few hyper potions here and there, but never a full heal. Jeez. Oh crap. Oh crap, no! No, live! Critical! You know, the thing that makes me feel a bit better in this situation, I mean, I know I just lost 3 of my Pokemon in this fight, and none of them got any experience in that last battle. But the thing is, that was a critical hit, and that Will-O-Wisp missed. So really, the Will-O-Wisp, even if it had hit, wouldn't have done a darn thing. Okay, calm minded up, so we can just sweep the wheezing. Now the thing is that poison moves in this generation are actually physical. Whoops. Okay, Psybeam. Come on, let the Calm Mind be enough to sweep it out. Yes, critical, ha! That's what you get for all the criticals against me, Koga. Huh? Huh? Ah, jeez. Ah, that was so stupid. Ay, that was probably the worst battle yet. Just wait till the next one. The next one always gives me trouble. Not only is the gym annoying in the next one, but the gym later is pretty annoying too. Although this one definitely takes a close second. Okay, yeah. We got the, what was it? The soul badge? Yeah. I was not paying attention. We also get TMO6 Toxic, a poison type move that, basically after it's, been set up, a Pokemon will go down after at least 8 turns, no matter what. Because poison steadily wears them down more and more each turn, so, until it eventually takes away all their health. With that said, I need to do a lot of healing. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to head into the Safari Zone, and we're also going to head out to Route... You didn't see that. Route 15. I want to apologize for this episode probably being extremely long, but just a warning, this episode, the next episode, and possibly even the episode after that will be pretty long because we need to cover the Safari Zone, and I want to try and cover all of the routes from Route 15 to Route 12, which connects to Lavender Town before we head off into Saffron City. Mostly for the experience, but also just to show you what's there. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Anyway, so if you like this part, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Next time, we head into the Safari Zone and see what we can find. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. See you later!